What happens if you take super tender pork ribs, you make them crispy, and you serve them with a tangy, fruity hot sauce? Well, no need to wonder, my friends. We're making twice cooked ribs with pineapple hot sauce. So first up, I'm gonna make a pretty simple marinade. We're gonna start off with some white peppercorns and some ginger and some garlic. And you just want to pound this to a rough paste. No need to go all like fine dining and really smooth. Just a rough paste is fine. So this is the kind of situation you're after here. And then just spoon that out into a bowl. And basically we're kind of making not only a marinade, but also a braising liquid for when we're cooking the ribs in the oven. So I do want quite a lot of liquid here. I'm going to add chicken stock, soy sauce, mirin, brown sugar, honey, and salt. Let's give that a whisk. And now the ribs. So I'm going to slice these up into individual ribs so that after they're deep fried, you can really get in there, manhandle them, dip them in the sauce, all those sorts of things. So this is going to be the perfect rib dipper. Now into the marinade, and then just give those a mix around. If you wanted to, you could leave these to marinate for a few hours, but I'm just going to get them straight into my pan here. And then pour that sauce all over the top. And then cover with baking paper and then also some foil. The double wrap here really kind of makes sure that you're trapping in as much moisture and steam as possible, and that will give you the most tender ribs. Now these go into the oven for a total of 90 minutes, but halfway through just come and like flip them over in that liquid so they all get some, love from that braising marinade. So while the ribs are cooking, there's plenty of time to make your pineapple hot sauce. I'm gonna start off with some pineapple. Just pop that into your food processor. And now the hot part. So I've got some habanero chili here, and then this other interesting orange one, which I'm not sure what it is. So if anyone can tell me what this chili is, that would be really great. But I'm gonna test and see how hot it is. Nah, that's not hot at all. That's like a capsicum. Oh, it's a bit hot now. A little bit hotter than a capsicum, but it's very nice. It's like a sweet kind of chili. Got a little bit of sweetness to it. I like it. You wanna try one, Dax? All right, the point is you can really tailor this to, however you like. Whew. It's starting to get a bit hot now. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice up my chilies here. Coriander here as well. I'm doing roots and stems because the roots and stems have quite a lot of flavor. And now pop all of those into your food processor. Now I also need some lime juice here. And now we blend. Now this just goes into a saucepan, and you want to add some vinegar and then the sugar. So the sugar is interesting because the reason why I wanted to taste that chili is that depending on how hot your chilies are, also depending on how sweet your pineapple is, depends on how much sugar you want to add. So I'm going to put in half a cup because my chilies were a little spicy, but maybe you could start with a quarter of a cup first. You can always add in more later. Turn the heat on and then just simmer that until the sugar dissolves and the pineapple's broken down a little bit and things taste good. All right, so when your ribs come out of the oven, they're gonna look delicious, but don't eat them yet. Now before we fry them and get them all crispy, we need to cool them down first, because at this point they're really lovely and tender, but they'll break apart if we just fry them when they're hot. So I'm gonna pour off some of that liquid and then pop this into the fridge to chill down until they're cool to the touch. So this is what your ribs look like when they've cooled down. Okay, not the sexiest shot of these ribs just yet. They're not like Instagram party ready just yet, but they will be. So what we're gonna do here is grab some potato starch, get some of that onto a tray. And you could use corn flour here as well, but I'm kind of going for that like crispy Japanese karaage kind of, texture. So I want that kind of white potato starch, but corn flour would be fine. And then take your ribs and pop them into the potato starch, toss them around. And now just pop these into your hot oil. Do this in batches so you get a really nice crispy finish. And these don't take long at all. Like as soon as they are like deeply dark, golden and crispy, just like these, and pop them out onto some paper towel. Now I've got my hot sauce here. I'm just gonna put these out. Oh, they really have such a wonderful texture on them. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, there we go. Crispy yet tender ribs, pineapple hot sauce. Let's get in here. I'm gonna dip into this hot sauce. Oh, that looks so good. The flavor of that is so amazing, but the texture also, because the outside is so crisp, but the inside is so tender in here. I mean, this is like a, you know, pull off the bone kind of, you know, situation with that pork meat. So good. Hey guys, if you want to know whenever I'm releasing something new and delicious, then you should hit that subscribe button and the little bell so that I can let you know every time something new is coming out. Thanks, see you.